Hello everyone, I'm home. I wanted to jump on here and share a couple of things with you that I've been working on today. It's a rainy day here in Indiana and Christmas is only a couple of days away, but like I said, when you make and sell things, you got to keep a couple holidays ahead of yourself. So I've been working on some Valentine things. I made a couple of spring ornaments today, and it's just been a really nice day to stay in and make something like that. There's some other things going on that I want to talk to you about. I showed you that table that I put the real pretty fabric on in my living room window, and I decided that I wanted to take it and put it back on my mantle because that's where I always have it. So I took my whole mantle apart. I took all the crystal down. I took all the ornaments down. I took all the greenery off. I dusted. I cleaned. Here's my counter with all my crystal. There was 21 pieces of glass and crystal up there, and I think I only put 16 back on the mantle, maybe 17. There's a can of pumpkin I got half price after Thanksgiving. And this is before I cleaned it. It's been up there for about a month and it was time to dust it anyway. So I took everything off and started to put the velvet back up there and tuck it under all the greenery. It took me a while to get it even, but I really like it. I got this at the church thrift store one day for 75 cents. It was in a package from JCPenney that had never been opened. And I thought it was a curtain topper or something, but when I got it at home, the tag said it was a mantle scarf. And it had 2 gold tassels on each end, and it's real heavy, and it's got real pretty thick gold fabric on the back. And I just love it. So, got it all back on there, and put the lights back on, and put the greenery back on, put all the crystal back on, and I decided to leave the ornaments off. I didn't think it really needed them, because I had red and green ornaments on there and they kind of clashed with my nativity tree, which is right beside it. So I just left it kind of plain and I really like it. And there it is all the way down. Some of the greenery is getting a little dry because it's over the fireplace and it was kind of sticking me, but I didn't feel like going out and getting more greenery, so it's just going to have to stay, but I really love it. And remember that red coverlet looking tablecloth that I got? I was soaking in coffee. Well, it turned out really pretty. It's really a thick tablecloth, and I went ahead and put it on one of my tables with my wooden bowl, and it kind of does look like a coverlet. I don't think most people would know that it wasn't, and I really like it. I think it's about 70 inches. Then I was going through my boxes and I found another nativity set. I forgot I bought it at the church thrift store recently for $2. And I don't have a manger to put it in, so I just put it in its own little, on the shelf, just a little set. And I think it looks kind of simple, just kind of the way it should be. And the little animals were so cute. So I just left it simple, and I'm not going to decorate it. Now you're going to think I'm crazy, but this summer I picked up this little wild-looking carriage. It's plastic. At a thrift store because it reminded me of the movie that I used to watch when I was a little girl, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. It was one of my favorite movies. I couldn't wait for it to come on every year. I took that knowing what I was going to do with it, or I thought I knew, and I spray painted it with Rust-Oleum's hammered bronze, I believe. And it turned out really well, and it sat in my garage all summer, waiting for me to make it into a nightlight or a jewelry holder or something. And I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. So today I pulled it out, and I had seen this little carriage online. I don't even know where I saw it. I think it's a snow globe. So I painted the carriage part black and left the wheels gold. And I kind of liked that. I thought it looked kind of regal and rich, and I left the inside gold. And I dug out some old jewelry that was broken and I had pieces of. I don't think I would have ever worn this blue thing, but I started to attach some of the stones, and it just wasn't doing anything for me. So I went back to my paints and my jewelry, and I found this necklace that, is all my pretty colors I like to decorate with, the oranges and the rust and the gold. And the necklace had a little kink in it, and I never wore it anyway, so I tore it apart, and I I forgot to take a picture, but I spray painted the carriage again, bright gold, and I started putting baubles on it. Just all of the pieces that came off of that necklace. Some of them look like glass. Some of them look like iridescent. This looked like a little gold pineapple or an orange colored pineapple. And I put a little couple ornaments on it. Some people might think it's too much, but I just kept adding more decorations to it until it ended up being a Santa carriage for him to carry his packages around. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I was going to take him apart, and I found one of my Santas that had a rust-colored coat and a gold bag that he carries his toys in. And I made a bunch of packages and put in front of him and behind him. And he fit just perfect in there. And then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to take this apart and make it into a nightlight or a jewelry holder. It's going to be a Christmas decoration from now on. It looks kind of garish right here, but it's really pretty in real life. And I added a couple chains to it and made little packages and put that little finial on the top of the other finial is off of a lamp. I found it in the junk drawer. And this little carriage already had a pretty finial on it. And then, like I said, I just made a bunch of little packages, and Santa's packed and ready to go. He's got packages in the front. He's got packages behind him. He's got some greenery around him. And then on the back side of it, he's carrying more packages. And I just think the gold turned out really pretty. It's a matte gold. It's not real shiny. And he's all ready to go. I think this Santa probably travels down like Fifth Avenue in New York or someplace like that to deliver toys. So it went from this, all the real bright colors, to this, the bronze. And then it went to a black carriage with gold wheels. But you know what? I don't think it matters how many times you paint these plastic pieces. It just makes them look more like metal, and they don't look so plasticky. And he turned out really pretty, and I set him under my tree. I don't know where I'm going to set him next year, but he's really pretty. Then I was looking through Facebook one day, scrolling through, and I came upon these pictures from one of my favorite decorating pages. The poster said that she and her husband were attempting to curate a cottage feel over 15 years, and I think they certainly have. She was kind enough to let me share these photos with you guys, and it's funny how you can kind of feel a kindred spirit with someone you've never met. Some of these people on these decorating pages I feel like I know, because it's just, I can see some of our mutual love of vintage in these photos, all the old books and the pretty little Santas. And I want to thank you, Cindy Rodman. We love it, and thank you for letting us share. And then I wanted to show you my miniature cat. It's a little miniature bake shop or cookie shop. Candy shop. That's what it is. It's a candy shop that I made for my sister-in-law. She makes the best candy. And I found a little image of a little girl from the olden days that looked like her. So I made the little tags to match her. And then, you know, I'm always telling you that I make things and sell things on my Facebook page. And I think on January 1st, I'm going to start opening it up to selling things to you guys if you would like. I'm going to start, I don't take orders. I do just put things on as I make them, and first come, first serve. So after the first of the year, I'm going to start showing you a few things that I sell and see if you guys want to purchase them. And it might be a craft, it might be a primitive, it might be a reproduction primitive, it might be a pincushion. This is a pincushion I make out of teacups. It might be, like I said, reproduction primitives. It could be some of my miniatures. I just sell all kinds of things. Painted Santa Clauses, all my miniatures. Just a little bit of everything. Maybe some of my thrifted items I'll sell. I usually sell them on my Facebook page, and I do really well, but I want to open it up to you guys. I was looking through old pictures, and this was 35 years ago when I first started dating my husband. These were the Christmas presents he got me. It took his sisters 2 days to wrap all these things. And if he had just known he could buy me a 50-cent dish in a thrift store, I'd be happy. And he knows that now. He's so sweet. He's recovering from some minor surgery, and my heart just aches for him. So, Christmas is almost here. We've only got a couple days, and some of the cookies didn't get baked, and some of the decorations didn't get put out, and some of the things just didn't get done. Cards didn't get sent, things like that. I sent some cards, but they all didn't get done. But that's okay. As long as my boys walk through the door, my Christmas is complete. And if they make a mess like this, the aftermath of Christmas, which I think is beautiful, that's great. So if you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back.